If every time you speak English, you translate in your head, if you know a lot of words but when you speak they don't come out, or feel like you're pushing very hard but see no results, it's not you, it's this switch, and it's called action. Most people read English in their heads. Yeah, that's it. This is the real problem. But let's try this straight away. Please read this phrase. I'm here to bet that you did it in your mind. And that's exactly the problem. Your brain understands clearly what you read, your mouth doesn't. But fluency, my friend, doesn't live here, it lives here. You see, this is why almost everyone fails first at fluency. You confuse action with speaking more. And they're not the same, my friend. Actually, if you speak more English, you don't improve your fluency. You simply maintain your level. By speaking more, you don't even correct your mistakes. Actually, you reinforce those mistakes because you give those mistakes more opportunities to show up. Don't worry, my friend, it's not a problem of skill. If you can read and understand me, it means your skill is there, much like this lamp. You just need to find the switch. The rule is very simple. Everything you read in English, you read it out loud. This means that when you read, you want to do it with your mouth and want to listen with your ears. That's it. Your mouth has to actually feel how it is to speak English, to produce these sounds, to feel the vibrations that they make. And so, the next time you receive an email in English, read it out loud. Are you currently reading a book? You read it out loud. Because, my friend, this switch is what triggers everything. The first reaction you'll notice is that you won't know how to pronounce a lot of words. And that's perfectly okay. The second rule is this. When you don't know how to pronounce a word, go find it. Google is extremely useful for this. Just type the word you want to know the pronunciation, then add pronunciation.
Archive. Genre.
As you start reading everything out loud, you'll notice that the pronunciation of single words won't help you with long phrases. And so the solution? YouGlish. YouGlish.com is another free website where you type a phrase and it gives you thousands of real examples of it.
Okay, I think I get it, but what is it?
Okay, I think I get it, but...
Okay, I think I get it.
Now, when I say long phrases, I don't mean you go crazy long, alright? All you need to do is find the most common expressions, the ones you read the most often, because those are the ones you actually need in real life. Now, if you're following me here, the next rule is just as simple. If you can say it out loud, do it. If you receive a text message in English, you don't type back, you send a voice message instead. If you're watching a YouTube video and listen for a phrase you actually want to use yourself, you press pause and repeat it out loud. These simple actions, my friend, are worth 10,000 times more than reading a book, knowing about grammar, or completing a written exercise. This is why this switch is called action, because it's the moment, my friend, you turn everything you know into action. When you turn this switch on, you understand something that was previously completely invisible to you. Words are not made of letters. They're made of sounds. They come from your mouth. They don't come from a book. Your mouth is the origin of your English. Most people never turn this switch on. And because of that, the other ones never appear. But things don't have to go this way, my friend. Now you know what's missing in your fluency, and in the next video, I show you what happens after 5 days when this switch finally turns on. And so I'll see you there. Cheers!